You know, years ago I asked God if all this Anunnaki shit was real. And that bitch just disappeared. And he showed me the orbs, or she showed me the orbs coming out the sky and disappearing and reappearing. I was told specifically to watch the night sky, and I watched one of them orbs appear out of nowhere and then do a bunch of formations and disappear. And so I don't just see them now, I sense them, I feel them. I can feel when they're watching me, because they're people, they're beings. Some of you call them angels, if that's what you want to call them, that's fine. But they're just people, and they're technologically more advanced than us, spiritually and physically, mentally. And beings like Jesus, Yahshua, is one of them beings, and they've been coming to this earth trying to show people how they can turn their bodies into light, so that way you can transverse not just earth, but heavenly realms, spiritual realms, realms that are just made out of pure energy. To get to that form, that is what you call ascension. That is the whole goal. And apparently me and other people, we've already done it. We've already reached ascension, and we descended to come down here to help the people understand what the fuck is going on. The problem is there's a lot of misinformation agents and people out here who are lying to you guys, and who are telling you shit like the war's already won. You don't gotta worry about nothing. You just gotta sit back and be positive. No, bitch. You gotta cleanse your body out. You gotta raise your vibration by getting out all the meats, all the heavy metals, all the parasites, in order to reach 144,000 hertz, which is a vibration in which your cells need to be vibrating at. So that way those beings, they can see you. They don't see with their physical eyes. They see with their spiritual eye. They don't see our fleshly body. They see an energetic body, and everything, your emotions, the food you eat, your environment, all of that affects your vibration. And the lower your vibration, the more you look like a low vibrational entity, a demon per se, a devil. And all these beings that don't reach a certain vibration are set to be destroyed or consumed by another being. Anybody above that vibration is to be rescued, raptured, if you want, taken up into the heavens, because Earth is gonna go through a purge, a purgatory-like fucking thing for one day, which is gonna be 1,000 years. Everyone who goes up into heaven, it's only gonna be one day. Down here on earth, it's gonna be 1,000 years. And apparently during this time, you will not, I don't know if to say you will not be able to die, or when you die, you will be immediately reincarnated. But for that 1,000 years, you will not be able to just pass away. You will come back here again immediately, or be automatically reborn. Because I told y'all, those nanobots inside your body are going to control your consciousness. Your consciousness is just energy. That is your energetic body that you use to travel through the cosmos and the heavens. And when that consciousness puts itself in another avatar or a body, it downloads the memories, so that way you will remain you. But if anything damages your consciousness, it's like damaging the data on your phone. It's going to destroy it and damage it, and then it won't be the same thing. It won't be the same person. If your data is damaged, your consciousness, if it's damaged, you will not be the same being. You will actually start to turn into what is considered an abomination, because you're being hijacked by these nanobots and these other entities. And in order to make sure that they can't access source, you have to be cut off, because all of us who haven't been tainted yet, we still have a connection to source. Just like you have your little astral cord that goes from your belly button to your physical body when you astral project, there's like another cord or something like that that connects us to source, and we're able to tap into source and download information from source. When these bots infect your mind and your body and your spirit, you're gonna have to be cut off, shut off from source, from God. God won't be able to communicate with you. You won't be able to communicate with God, because your network has been hijacked. And if God allows that communication to go back to them, then they can try to ride that energy wave and hijack God. And that's what they've been trying to do for a whole long ass time. But we're not allowing that shit. Them beings in your sky, some of them are family, some of them are enemies. You have to be able to discern and tell who is who. using your energy. Use your heart, use your gut. Something in your being will tell you when something is good and something is bad. You have to learn to follow that. The more you cleanse yourself out, the easier it is to understand and follow your intuition or your discernment. A lot of y'all haven't seen these beings, these orbs, whatever you want to call them, because your vibration is too low. And it's not just about cleansing out your body, it's also about taking in certain pieces of information, because information is just energy, and certain energy unlocks and opens portals in the mind, parts of the mind, and some information shuts down parts of the mind. The more parts of your mind that are shut down, the less psychic you are. We are psychic beings. We can speak using telepathy. We can read each other's minds. You can see the future if you tap into it, because it's all just energy. But the more your mind is shut down because of false information, because it's just like a computer. So if I feed you a bunch of bullshit, you're going to start processing your fucking reality, your perception of reality with that bullshit. Hence, oh, the only way to go to heaven is through Jesus and all this. No, it's not. That's not the only way to go to heaven. That's how they programmed your mind to think. There are many ways to get to heaven. If you know, it's a scientific process. It's nothing mystical and magical. There are certain and specific things you need to do in order to attune your avatar to be able to be taken into heaven, or at least your energetic body, your consciousness. But the goal is to teach you how to transfer your flesh into energy and back into flesh, because there are worlds where they're physical and there are worlds where they're spiritual, and there are worlds like Earth where it's spiritual and physical, and you can transfer between each one. You can raise your vibration and see through the veil, you know, that little fucking small percent of the spectrum that we can see. You can see more if you were to cleanse out your body and especially your mind, and feed it certain minerals that it needs. We're minerally deficient, and those are all the metals and stuff that activate this avatar, this electrical magnetic being that you are. You need to readapt into being a electromagnetic being, which means we shouldn't eat things like flesh because it doesn't fuel the electrical body. Fruit does, for some reason. Fruit and vegetables, sunlight fuels your electromagnetic body, but flesh dampens it. Processed food dampens it. And we don't have long. There's a time limit. There are things that are about to happen on this earth, and when they happen, when the nanobots hijack your mind, it's game over. It's game over. If you want to look at Earth like a simulation, like a matrix, when them nanobots hack into your mind and take over your consciousness, game over. Like, seriously, we can live forever, eternally, forever, unless you lose your consciousness. Your consciousness. Your energy, your data, everything that makes you you. If that gets damaged, if that gets corrupted, if it gets overtaken by another being, you're done. It's the second death that everyone talks about. Not the death of the flesh, but the death of the consciousness. Because as long as you have your consciousness, you could put it into any body, in any avatar. There's avatars like this that are just human and fleshy. There's avatars that look like reptilians. There's avatars that look like insectilians. You could put yourself in a motherfucking robot. It's just not connected to Earth or Source. So there's a reason you're not supposed to do that. It's inorganic. Whereas our bodies, our avatars are organic. All the cells, all the minerals, it's just shit that's from Earth. Earth beings. And the way it's built, it's able to process emotion. But once you put yourself in a physical metallic body, that body can't process emotion, the energy and motion, whatever the fuck. I hate going on these rants. No one really hears the shit. But yeah, that's the goal. That's the purpose. That's what those beings are in the sky. Some of them are good. Some of them are evil as fuck. And they come here to eat your ass. Don't believe me. Just get yourself ready. Get in tune with your God, your creator, whoever you think it is. And the great mother, the great father, if that's what you believe in, reveal things to you. But the father is just the son. Women have the portal to life. Okay? That darkness is everything that there is. Everything is darkness. It's infinitely dark in this universe. The light is just the light. It's chaos. Chaos is the light, because the light is blinding. It's blinding. You can't see when you're in the light, so you shouldn't go to the light. Go to the darkness where you'll be able to see. That's why meditation is key.